So today I've got my hands on the Doogee S95 Pro. Now this is the modular package and will cost $469, and if you want the smartphone on its own it will cost you $369. So first of all, let's see what's inside the box. So as we open the flap, there's a box inside a box, and here are your two modules. So inside the box you will find your paperwork first of all. So if we have a look inside, you've got a screen protector, and it's not tempered glass, it's just your standard screen protector, and you've got your user manuals, and just over here you can see your SIM eject tool. Now you're also getting a 24-watt fast charger included in the box, along with a USB Type-C cable. Now this is the modular package, so we have two modules we're looking at. The battery module, which is a magnetic module which just sticks on the back of the smartphone, and this is a 3500 milliamp hour battery. It supports 10 watts wireless quick charging. It charges independently, so you do have a USB Type-C port directly on the battery, and if you combine this battery module with the internal 5150 milliamp battery, you have a whopping 8650 milliamps. That's plenty of battery for anyone out there. Now the second module that you get in the package is the hi-fi speaker module. Again, this just snaps onto the back of the smartphone magnetically. Now the speaker module consists of two 27mm drivers, giving you 6 watts of maximum power, and you also have a built-in rechargeable battery which will give you 10 hours of non-stop music. And again, you can charge this independently. There's a USB Type-C port. So I do want to quickly show you how these work. So you can just snap them on magnetically, they stay in place, and you do have a power button at the bottom. So we will be listening to what the speaker sounds like a little bit later in the video, and same with the battery module, just snaps onto place, and that lets you know that the device is charging. And last but certainly not least, the smartphone itself. So let's talk about the main selling points. This is no doubt a rugged, durable smartphone. It's got a modular design with the speaker and battery module. It's been drop tested 1,000 times from a height of 2 meters. It's the thinnest and lightest in its class. You've got a massive built-in battery. You've got decent specifications, supports global 4G bands. Now the design does look very similar to the Black Shark 2, so I am liking that design. Now the color is mineral black. It's 285 grams in weight and 13.8 millimeters in thickness. So you've got some weight and thickness to it, as expected in most rugged, durable smartphones. Now the screen is a 6.3 inch IPS LCD display. It's a full HD plus display, 1080 by 2160. You've got 384 pixels per inch. And I'm pleased to say you have Gorilla Glass 5 protection on the front. And as a bonus, there is already a screen protector applied for you, and a spare one is also included. Now the screen quality is actually very decent. You can stream a maximum of 1080p at 60 frames per second with HDR on YouTube. Now let's have a quick look at all the ports. Now at the bottom we have a latch. So you get it open, and you do have a rubber insert, so again that keeps it all watertight. USB-C charging port at the bottom. Now on the side we have a fingerprint sensor, power button, volume rocker, and your SIM card tray. So if we open that up, you have a primary SIM card tray in there. So that's your primary nano SIM card tray. So a single SIM on this side, and there's another SIM card slot on the other side. Now at the top of the smartphone you have nothing, and on this side you have another SIM card tray. And if you look at the SIM card tool, you have two ends to it. So the thicker end is used to actually open the SIM tray. And on this side you can insert a MicroSD card up to 128 gigabytes and another nano SIM card. So this is a dual SIM global 4G smartphone. Now if we talk about the power and performance, well, we have the Mediatek Helio P90. It's an octa-core CPU supported with 8 gigs of RAM and 128GB of internal storage, and this does support UFS 2.0. So the power and performance is there, you can feel it. You've got Android 9 and it's very fast and smooth in operation, and everything feels really snappy on this smartphone. And just to test the performance, let's quickly load up Call of Duty.
Losing Charlie, Hunter killer drone deployed. We're almost there, keep it up. Ready to jam enemy UAV. We're capturing Bravo. Hostile Hunter killer drone inbound. Friendly Hunter killer drone deployed. Captured Bravo.
Now we do have Android version 9 Pie. Performance is generally quite snappy, and you can play more or less any game you like from the Play Store. And as you can see, the smartphone simply flies. Now if we have a closer look at the settings, you've actually got a side key function. So there's an extra button over here, which at the moment doesn't do anything. So you have to assign it. So if you click on side key function, you can set it to open any app in all three scenarios: one click, long press, or double click. So give you an example, you can open flashlight, you can open SOS, open game mode, or you can individually open an app. So I'm going to set it for camera. So a single click will open up the camera. Long press, I think we'll take a screenshot because that's always useful. And double click will open our music. So in practice, let's try that out. So one click, camera's open, nice and easy. If we double click it, it opens our music, and if we long press it, it takes a screenshot, and you just click OK to take that screenshot. So quite a handy customizable button right there. If we go back to settings, so you've actually got a built-in barcode scanner, so no need to download any third-party app. It's got it included, so that's quite rare. I haven't seen that in too many smartphones. You've got all sorts of gesture motions. So you've got telephony motion. Basically, it will silence the call if you turn the phone over. We've seen that before. You've got system motion. 3 fingers at the same time will take a screenshot. You've got 3-point camera entry, 2-point adjust volume, and double tap to lock. So all of these options you can enable and disable as required. And finally, you've got smart Somato sensory, which I've never heard of. So in the locked screen, the phone will hand waving distance sensor location. The phone will automatically unlock standby interface. So it does unlock the smartphone fairly quick. It is quite accurate as well. And you also have face unlock. So if you hold the smartphone up to your face, it automatically unlocks. So pretty decent unlocking options there. Now let's talk about the camera. On the back we have a triple camera setup. You've got a main 48 megapixel sensor, and that is the SONY IMX582. You've got an 8 megapixel wide angle and an 8 megapixel depth sensor. And on the front we have another 8 megapixel selfie camera. And I will show you the camera app very briefly. So here is the camera app. It does support AI, and the options you have at the bottom are video, photo, you've got beauty mode, face cute, bokeh, and night mode. So quick look at the settings. Picture size for your photos, maximum 48 megapixels. You've got face detection. Video quality is going to be set on high, anti-flickering. And if we go back, we can change the resolution from here. And you can shoot a maximum of 4K video, and you can change resolutions by simply tapping in that area. So we are taking a few pictures now. I've got AI mode on just to see what happens. And I'm pleased to say that you do have 2 times optical zoom in both video and photo mode. So without any further ado, let's have a look at a few samples from this camera to see what it's all about. So this is a 4K video sample, and I believe there is no image stabilization from looking at that screen, and I haven't seen anything in settings either. But we shall certainly see if there is stabilization or not. So we're currently shooting 4K with the new Doogee S95 Pro. I don't believe there is any image stabilization, but that remains to be seen. We are now shooting 720p video with the Doogee S95 Pro's front-facing camera. So now it's time to test out the module. So here is the battery module, 3500 mAh battery. Attaches on the back, and then your smartphone will immediately start charging. It does increase the bulk and weight considerably. It will give you a combined battery of nearly 9000 mAh. So absolutely insane. Let's take this off and test out the hi-fi stereo module. Put it on, turn the power on, and check this out guys, you have a kickstand. So you can just sit this on your table and watch your YouTube videos in pure comfort. So let's test that sound out, shall we? That was the sound quality of the speaker module, but now I'm going to test the sound quality of just the smartphone itself, and we're going to see what it sounds like. So here we go, same track. That's actually still quite loud. Now this smartphone does appear to have stereo speakers, but they're very close together, so you're not getting that desired effect. Sound quality is pretty good, and it does get considerably loud, but the hi-fi speaker module is another level. It means you don't have to travel with a separate Bluetooth speaker. You could have this in your bag or in your pocket, and when you're ready to listen to your sounds, you simply attach the module and start enjoying your music wherever you are. And you've also got the added benefit of having an independent built-in battery inside the speaker, so it will give you 10 hours of non-stop music. Now let's quickly talk about the extra features you get in this smartphone. You do have Android 9, smooth and fast. As soon as I switched the smartphone on, connected to Wi-Fi, there was a firmware update available, which is a good sign. Now this smartphone supports NFC, you've got Bluetooth version 5, an IP68 rating, so you can submerge this in water, take it swimming with you, no problem at all. It's got face unlock and a side fingerprint sensor, and if that's not enough, you've got a 5150 mAh battery, supports 24 watt fast charging, and you have wireless charging as well. Now missing features, the only thing this does not have is an audio jack. So there's no headphone jack on this smartphone, which is quite normal now. 2020, I don't expect any smartphone to come with a headphone jack. Maybe Samsung might surprise us, but we will have to wait and see. So there you have it guys, that was my quick unboxing and overview of the Doogee S95 Pro. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this smartphone, and I'm really liking this modular package that I've gone for. The price point is definitely attractive, and if you do want to check this product out, as usual, you'll find the links in the description box below. Meanwhile, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a brilliant day. I'll see you guys in the next one.